Hi class, this is Mary Moen, your instructor. I'm here to give you some tips and a little overview on the focus on assessment assignment. So I'm in our LSC596 class Brightspace course, and I went to the assignments tab, and this is what you should see. So I'm going to scroll down to the focus on assessment assignment. If you click on this, you get a description, and you can also see I've given you a lot of examples of what other students have done, which you should find helpful. So if I click on the focus on assessment assignment, I get this description. In fall 2, you're only expected to complete one category, and so I estimated 1 to 1.5 hours to actually put it together in this assignment. So basically there's 3 different categories of assessment strategies that you need to incorporate into your lessons between now and the end of spring 2. And so I'm only asking you to pick one of the 6 categories. Let's quickly go over the 6 categories. Category 1 is multiple assessments, using multiple formative assessments that build on and lead to a summative assessment. Category 2, clear criteria, which is like students help create the assessment criteria and then they use that to self-assess themselves. Category 3 is learner differences, so assessment that accommodates differences among learners. Category 4, that you keep a clear record. You look at student work, you see what they learned, and you communicate feedback to students. Category 5, you look at student work and you use it to inform the effectiveness of your teaching and how you could maybe improve it next time. And number 6, planning instruction. So this is you assess a class and you see if they need some more help on the next time you see them, or if individuals need help on it, you can address it the next time you see them. So let's look at the documents that I've included as part of this assignment to help you. So step 1, we're going to look at the focus on assessment template. And I've just, you're going to make a copy of this, and I've just tried to help you organize and present your work for this class. So there's going to be 6 of these tables, 1 for each of the 6 assignment criteria. And basically you're going to provide some brief description of the lesson and the learning objectives. You're going to list the assessment strategies you used, and then you're going to have some kind of way to provide some evidence. So like it could be screenshots or links to your assessment instrument or examples of student work. And then you're going to have a short reflection on this assignment, how it went, and why you used it kind of questions. So there's one of these tables for each of the 6. So I'd like to show you, let's see. You might be thinking, oh, what am I going to do for each of those assessment categories? So there's this document here, and I recommend that you open it when you look at this video, which I guess I'm telling you a little bit too late, but if you want to open it now, that's great. So it's right here, and this document actually has the 6 categories you can see on the left, and it has some suggested assessment strategies. I've got this great list of, it links to a great list of 60 formative assessment strategies and some examples of what some strategies you could use for summative, and then these are examples of the evidence that you could use for each category. And in each of the reflections, I give you prompts specific that you should address in the reflection part of that template that I gave you that you're going to make a copy of and put your work in. So here, this should help you, what are our self-assessment strategies? They could reflect, they do a 1-minute paper, an exit ticket, a checklist journal. You can talk to your clinical educator about ways they have students self-assess. And in fact, I recommend talking to your clinical educator about this assignment, because as you're getting feedback on a lesson that you're developing, you're going to want to make sure that you're incorporating some assessment, and you might as well be thinking about, well, let's focus on one of these 6 categories, or even 2 of these 6 categories in this lesson, so that I can demonstrate my competency for the program. Let's see. As I said down here, there's examples of student work. So let's just take a quick look at one. So here's somebody, for the first category, multiple formative assessments that build it on each other and lead to summative. It's a third grade unit on genre. This is their description. This is their learning objectives from the lesson plan, and a little more description. They even linked their slideshow. They listed the formative assessment strategies that they used in this lesson, and then they had a hands-on performance task for a summative assessment. And then they wrote this short reflection. And you'll see they had a storyboard. That lesson, it's a new digital tool. She has some examples of student work. And this one was self-assessment strategies. And so then she had they self-assessed themselves through a checklist of steps there. So, and there's the short reflection. So I encourage you to look at these student examples and talk to your clinical educator, and you can also always reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks.